Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
This is Transitions Daily for the date of November 26, read by John M. from the Dallas, Texas area, United States of America. AA thoughts for the day. Diagnosis. We do not like to pronounce any individual as alcoholic, but you can quickly diagnose yourself. Step over to the nearest bar and try some controlled drinking. Try to drink and stop abruptly. Try it more than once. It will not take you long for you to decide if you are honest with yourself about it. It may be worth a bad case of jitters if you get a full knowledge of your condition. Alcoholics Anonymous, pages 31 and 32. Thought to consider. If you want to quit drinking, you are going to have to quit drinking. Acronyms. DEAD. Drinking ends all dreams. Just for today. New from Winner Takes All. In working the steps, my life changed. I think differently today. I feel differently today. I am new. We have a sign at the AA meetings I go to that says, "Expect a miracle." My sobriety is full of miracles. When my son filled out an application for college, I filled one out too and was accepted. Soon I will be a senior, and I have a 3.71 grade point average. Thanks to AA, I have come a long way from being near the bottom of my high school class. It takes me a bit longer to read the materials, so I have a CCTV. I put my book under the camera, and it comes out in big print on the monitor. I have a talking calculator that helped me get through the statistics and a telescope that can help me see the board. I accept help from the Disabled Student Services and gladly make use of the voluntary note takers. I learned to accept the things I could not change, in this case, my vision, and change the things I can. I could be grateful for and accept the visual aids instead of being embarrassed and rejecting them as I had when I was younger. Alcoholics Anonymous, pages 380 through 381. Daily Reflections. The Hazards of Publicity. People who symbolize causes and ideas feel a deep human need. We of AA do not question that, but we do have to soberly face the fact that being in the public eye is hazardous, especially for us. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 181. As a recovered alcoholic, I must make an effort to put into practice the principles of the AA program, which are formed on honesty, truth, and humility. While I was drinking, I was constantly trying to be in the limelight. Now that I am conscious of my mistakes and my former lack of integrity, it would not be honest to seek prestige, even for the justifiable purpose of promoting the AA message of recovery. Is the publicity that centers around the AA fellowship and the miracles it produces not worth much more? Why not let the people around us appreciate by themselves the changes that AA has brought in us? For that will be a far better recommendation for the fellowship of AA than I could make. As Bill sees it, to grow up. Those adolescent urges that so many of us have for complete approval, utter security, and perfect romance, urges quite appropriate to age 17, proved to be an impossible way of life at 47 or 57. Since AA began, I've been taking huge wallops in all these areas because of my failure to grow up emotionally and spiritually. As we grow spiritually, we find that our old attitudes toward our instinctual drives needs to undergo drastic revisions. Our demands for emotional security and wealth, for personal prestige and power, all have to be tempered and redirected. We learn that the full satisfaction of these demands cannot be the sole end and aim of our lives. We cannot place the cart before the horse or we shall be pulled backwards into disillusionment. But when we are willing to place spiritual growth first, then and only then do we have a real chance to grow in healthy awareness and mature love. Grapevine, January 1958. 12 and 12, page 114. Big Book quote, "There is a principle which is a bar against all information, which is proof against all arguments, and which cannot fail to keep a man in everlasting ignorance. That principle is contempt prior to investigation." Alcoholics Anonymous, 4th edition, Appendix 2, Spiritual Experience, page 568. 24 hours a day. AA thought for the day. Continuing our thoughts about the rewards that have come to us as a result of our new way of living, we have found that we have gotten rid of any of our fears, resentments, inferiority complexes, negative points of view, self-centeredness, criticism of others over sensitiveness, inner conflicts, and the habits of procrastination, undisciplined sex, wasting money, boredom, false perfectionism, jealousy, and envy of others. We are glad to be rid of our drinking, and we are also very glad to be rid of these other things. We can now go forward in the new way of life as shown us by AA. Am I ready to go forward in the new life? Meditation for the day. He that has eyes to see, let him see. To the seeing eye, the world is good. Pray for a seeing eye, to see the purpose of God in everything good. Pray for enough faith to see God's care in His dealings with you. Try to see how He has brought you safely through your past life so that now you can be of use in the world. With the eyes of faith, you can see God's care and purpose everywhere. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may have a seeing eye. I pray that with the eye of faith, I may see God's purpose everywhere. Hazelton's Foundation, P.O. Box 176, Center City, Minnesota 55012. My name is John M., and I am an alcoholic.
We hope you enjoyed today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc., 1952 through 2001.